All right, You Can Heal family, we are back for day 21 of our self-care, self-love, encouragement challenge and ideas for you to put in your pocket so you're ready and able to take on the world. Isn't that good? So this is a wonderful day because you are what? Wonderful. Isn't that nice? Like, tell yourself that regularly, just how wonderful you are. Now, today we're going to talk about healing. And what we're going to do is learn how to ask ourselves questions. So before we get started, let me say my name is Shena Major, and I'm a life coach, and I help you heal from the things of your past that caused you a lot of pain and suffering, okay? Whatever those things may be, abandonment trauma, attachment issues, codependency, whatever went on in your life for you that has caused you to stay stuck, I can help you get unstuck based on what I've learned and I've done throughout my healing journey. So I say so a lot, don't I? I'm recognizing that. So, someone count for me and put in the comments how many times I say it. Maybe it'll help break me from that habit. But so I just said it again. We're going to talk about healing. And we're going to do that by learning how to ask your own self questions. And this is going to help unlock some things for you. I guarantee it, because it's something I had to learn to do. So I'm going to give you an example, and then I'm going to take you through some questions to give you like an idea of what it is that you can do to kind of coach yourself along in the situation that you're in. So the scenario is going to be, if there's someone in your life, whether it's a coworker, a friend, a family member, a spouse, a lover, a child, a parent. Did I say parent? What else could there be? I wrote down some other things. Oh, your cousin, siblings, whoever it is, if they tend to call you names. So that's the example we're going to use. There's someone in your life who calls you names and you don't like it. And you feel like it's putting you down and it's not making you feel good about yourself. So what do? Do you just keep taking it and you just keep letting it happen and you stay silent? Most likely for some of you, that's what you've been doing, but not anymore. We're going to change that today. You're going to start asking yourself questions as to help you break through this kind of like barrier that's up. And you're going to allow yourself to pass right on through there. So what you want to do is, if someone calls you a name, you want to talk to yourself and ask yourself questions such as, why do I allow them to keep calling me names? Have I told them I didn't like it? Take some notes and write these questions down. Have I told them I didn't like it? If I did, what was their response? How did their response make me feel? Okay, so just by those few simple questions, you're starting to become aware of what's going on with you. And sometimes you get so numb to what someone's doing that you just think it's okay. It just becomes a normal part of your life and a normal part of your day and behavior. But this isn't normal, because if someone's putting you down and calling you names, ask yourself, would Jesus call me that? Would God say that to me? And the answer is going to be no. We know that. So why am I allowing someone else to treat me that way? Then you have to ask yourself, do I like what they're calling me? You have to ask yourself questions like, is that how I really feel about myself, what they're saying? And this is a big one because a lot of times when you're hurting and healing and feeling bad about yourself, people tend to give you back what you feel about yourself. They tend to say things to you because that's how you see yourself. So that's what you're putting out in the world. So that's what you're getting back. So say, is there any truth to what they're saying? Because that's how you're feeling about you. So if someone says to me, for example, you don't know how to think for yourself. You're so, you just can't think for yourself. Now, I can kind of use this as a real life example because it did happen to me. That was actually something someone said to me. Like, you have a master's degree. Why are you so dumb? Well, I know I'm not dumb, but I've been beaten down for so long that you tend to act dumb sometimes, and you tend to not think for yourself because I was so used to getting someone else to speak up for me. So people give you back what you put out. I'm hoping that makes sense. So ask yourself, am I dumb? Well, maybe in that situation I acted that way. Well, why did I act that way? Because I was made to feel like this. Well, why did I feel like that? Well, I've heard that for so long that I'm tending to act on that behavior. Do I want to act on that behavior anymore? No. Okay, so Shena, what are you going to do about it? And this is the type of conversation you have to have with yourself to talk yourself through why you keep allowing someone to say something negative about you, towards you, to you, or in a group of people when you're in a group setting, because it's upsetting. And we need this to stop, because you get to decide how people treat you. We've all heard that. Most of us have heard that. But we have to start taking action on what we know. So when you hear things and it seems unsettling to you, it's unsettling if someone calls me a name. So now I have to take responsibility for my own life and figure out, with God's help, how I'm gonna have this not happen to me again. And the only way to do that is to set your own self free, and that's by asking yourself questions so you can get down to the bottom of it inside of you, why you're allowing someone to treat you this way and to say bad things about you. So asking yourself questions is the key to your breakthrough. Now, let me see another example. Someone keeps, I'll use myself again because it's the best way to teach. Someone keeps stealing from you, and you keep letting it happen. You keep saying, well, okay, well, maybe it was because of this or that, whatever your reasons are. And we know that they're all excuses, really. When we get into reality and we get honest with ourselves, we recognize we're making excuses for people when they have bad behavior. So you've got to start to say, well, I don't like it. Do I like it when someone takes something from me that doesn't belong to them? Do I like it when they steal from me? How do I feel when they steal from me? What can I do to stick up for myself? What can I say to the person that's going to show them that I honor me? Why can't I honor me? Do I honor me? And as you go through just a series of questions, you start to get down to the bottom of why this behavior against you keeps happening. And remember, you don't have any control over the person calling you the name, or if someone keeps taking things from you, but you do have control over how you're going to handle it if it happens another time. So you're preparing yourself by asking yourself these series of questions so you're ready. The next time someone calls you a name, you say, hey, I don't like when you do that. Please stop calling me names. If you can't stop calling me names, I'm simply not going to be in your presence anymore. I'm going to remove myself from the situation. I'm not going to be able to spend time with you. And then you have to mean it, and you have to stick to that, because if you don't, the other person's going to realize you don't mean what you say, and they're going to know that they can get over on you over and over and over again. So begin to ask yourself questions based on the same. If something keeps happening over and over within your relationship that doesn't make you feel good about yourself, and start to get to the bottom of it first for you, and then you'll be in a better position to confront the person who's doing it. And that's what I wanted to share today. That is the idea I'd like you to try. That's the part of your healing journey that's going to help you uncover why you allow people to treat you the way you do. And remember, don't be hard on yourself. Be gentle with yourself, and be patient with yourself, and be kind to yourself. Because if you're in these relationships that are toxic, most likely people aren't being patient with you, and they aren't being kind to you, and they aren't being nice to you. So you got to start being that to yourself. Start being that to you, and start asking yourself questions about why you're allowing people to say things to you, do things to you, treat you a certain way. And then you'll build up some strength and some confidence, and you'll start to feel different inwardly first, and then you'll be able to verbalize what it is you don't want them to do, or what you what behaviors you'd like to stop. And things will get better. Things will get better. Things always will get better if you put in the work. You have to put in the work. So practice, get your journal out, your notebook out, and write down some things that you don't like that's going on in your situation, and then write out all the questions that you're going to ask yourself, and then answer them. Answer them for real. And you might find one question takes you on this whole journey, and you're going to start to uncover some things you didn't even know were there. And that's the beauty of healing. It doesn't have to be hard or scary or just let it be a beautiful process for you. Yeah, let it be a beautiful process, and just embrace it. Breathe, love on yourself, and know that by doing a little bit every day, things will get better and better by putting in the work and taking yourself seriously. Take yourself seriously, because the people in your life who are toxic, they don't take you seriously. From my experience, they don't, because we say things, we make threats, we say, you're gonna leave, or I'm gonna leave you, or if you ever do that to me again, then I'll do this, but we never follow through. So we're not taken seriously. So we gotta start taking ourselves seriously, and a way to do that is by beginning to ask yourself questions about things that are going on in your relationships that you don't like. All right? Okay. Oh, remember this? Shrug your shoulders. Oh, now I'm sitting up better. My God, was I like this the whole time, you guys? That was from our other lesson. Oh, this looks so much better. Well, see that? I'm learning as we go too. So yeah, keep yourself up straight, you guys. Keep your chin parallel to the ground, Just when you start being confident and walking in confidence, you'll be able to get these questions answered for yourself, and you will begin to heal. So that's your assignment for today. Ask yourself questions and see what comes up for you. All right. As always, true healing begins with self-love, and you can heal, family. I appreciate those of you who are listening, and it means a lot to me. And I'm just going to keep sharing and keep being me, and I want you to keep being you too. All right. That's it. We'll talk soon. Bye.